And, well, I'll move on as I go on. Now, the movies I'm going to do is going to be The Christmas Carol, with Seymour Hicks from 1946, Christmas Carol with Kelsey Grammer, 2004, The Christmas Carol with George C. Scott, with Year I Forget, and while I think this Christmas Carol is good in its own way, I have to put it here because there's just so much it doesn't do with Alistair Starr's Christmas Carol. And the two they're going to both go against are going to be Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol and the Cricket on the Hearth. Let's go. Now, since many people know the inspiration from the both, we'll say which movie or movies I think were the bigger insult. With Seymour Hicks for it, it started out doing pretty good, and then they had to go and have Hicks played a younger version of Scrooge when he was 64 years old at the time. What the heck? And then they had to play Kelsey. Now, the Alistair Slim version is a pretty decent film, but there's just so many ways it messes up on so many levels about, not being a very good film. For a starter, if you read a book, you'll know that Scrooge lost his sister at a young age, right? But they never say it. And that's what I love about it, right? Why did they have to show the scene? If they were going to add a scene, we may as well have seen Scrooge get back together with his girl, who, for God knows what reason, they changed to Alice. Why? The George C. Scott version, I can't even watch it. It doesn't even make any sense. To his credit, George C. Scott does do a good job as Scrooge, but that's the problem, though. The movie just goes no. I agree with Doug Walker on many things, but I agree with him on Mr. Magoo. The cartoons are awful, and then they make it into this lousy piece of shit. This one, Scrooge actually felt bad, and they don't even give him his girlfriend back, and they don't even say, well, the Tiny Tim will be right. This is awful. This is insulting to the story by any means. Why would anybody watch this? Why would anybody want to like it? It was terrible. There's really nothing good I can say about it. I could spit on the writer's grave who made it. The Happiest Cricket, I don't even know why whose idea was it to tell a story about a cricket who sits on the hearth and read on the Christmas Carol version? So which one is more insulting? Mimic Sheaves. Now, whenever you're craving for a good politician who could do the job and fill your stomach, this guy is for you. He is awesome, has a good appearance, and is really kind of an underrated mascot. I always really think of Mimic Cheese as the true McDonald's mascot. In addition, what who really comes pretty close to being a good character is old Mayor's Officer Big Mac. Number 2. Mayor White on Doug. This Mayor White is a really sweet mayor and an honest mayor. I mean, he really cares about the town people. He cares about the children, and he always gets things done. I prefer him next to Mayor Bluff, who took over on Doug Laters. He was a complete asshole. With a never-ending supply of suckers, you always end up getting a good laugh from him. 2. Ben from Parks and Recreation. Good-looking, nice, funny. This guy is really a good right-hand man and lover to Leslie Knope. Ben is always there for Leslie and is really comical too. He is good at being a small town mayor. And like when he leads the party, he does a good job doing it.
We talked a lot. There's been a lot of great gameplay, and you had to make some risky moves and some.
Mayor Fleming. Okay, from Osmosis Jones. Now you may not notice, but I really do not like this movie, but the characters in here are pretty good. Fleming is like somebody who will stop at nothing to shut down at Frank, and he does a really good job doing it. With William Shatner providing his voice, he's one of the reasons that makes this movie so good, and I really could see it over and over again. The mayor from the Powerpuff Girls, that's the mayor. This guy, admittedly, I loved Powerpuff Girls as a child, and really the mayor and his trusty assistant, Miss Bellum, they're really always there, and they're always there to help assist call the Powerpuff Girls in need. They even make this so comical when calling the Powerpuff Girls down just to open a jar of pickles. It's like Mayor Lionheart. Now, this guy, I think I love the movie Zootopia, and so we don't see a lot of Lionheart, and at first we think he's evil. That's one of the cool things about him. He's so sinister and so cool, you really don't. Well, I won't spoil too much, but you'll never really know what's going on with him without seeing the movie. And with a great actor like J.K. Simmons providing the role, he really does he really is worth watching the movie over and over again. The mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and as mentioned before, I really think like it's one of my favorite movies. Now, man, really, we don't know too much as he's kind of a one-dimensional character, but when we do see him, like, well, he's a pretty cool character and stuff. He's like got a bad face on one side and a good on the other. Totally awesome.
I love you, and I gotta tell someone this because it's killing me. So it made sense to you. And I knew he was doing it for his mom as well.
The mayor
and his family.
The mayor from Horton Hears a Who, a.k.a. Ned McDodd. Ned is really a pretty cool dude. And like, he is somebody who really does a good job at, like, it being proud of his town, proud of his son, proud of his wife Sally, proud of his 96 daughters. And what's good is, like, he's somebody who is not afraid to get things done. He is hilarious, not outspoken, and I really love him. Horton Hears a Who is my favorite animated movie next to the Lorax. I really love this movie, and I really think every time I see McDodd, I think panicking. I always laugh at it.